They say liars fear silence more than truth, because silence leaves them nowhere to hide, no emotion to twist, no chaos to manipulate. A liar survives on your reactions, your confusion, your need to explain yourself. But what happens when you stop feeding them your energy? What happens when you face deceit not with anger, but with the calm certainty of reason? Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." The liar ignores this wisdom, but the Stoic lives by it. Today, we go beyond the masks people wear and expose the subtle psychological questions liars use to control, guilt, and confuse you. Because a Stoic doesn't fight manipulation with emotion. He sees through it with stillness, awareness, and truth. We live in an age of performance, where lies are dressed as confidence, and manipulation wears the mask of charm. People use words as weapons, twisting meaning to pull others into emotional traps. This isn't new. The Stoics faced the same deceit in the courts, politics, and streets of ancient Rome. Seneca wrote, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectation, which depends on the future." The manipulator thrives on your reaction, your need to prove something. But Stoicism teaches detachment, the art of seeing clearly without becoming entangled. This is not about cynicism, it's about awareness. Because when you can recognize manipulation in conversation, you stop being a puppet and become the observer. Let's break down the 5 questions liars use, the psychological traps that turn calm minds into confused ones. Each question is designed to make you doubt your perception, your value, or your reality. But the Stoic doesn't react to words, he reads intentions. He doesn't answer to please, he answers to preserve truth. These are the 5 questions every manipulator eventually asks, and how the Stoic within you must respond. Question 1. Why are you overreacting? The liar's first weapon is emotional inversion. They attack your calmness by labeling it irrational. They try to turn your genuine awareness into guilt. When someone lies and you notice, they want you to feel wrong for noticing. They twist your clarity into defensiveness because a defensive man loses his power. This question is meant to disarm, to make you explain, justify, and soften your truth. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you hear this question, remember, your awareness isn't overreaction, it's insight. The liar thrives when you rush to defend yourself. The Stoic pauses. He doesn't prove his sanity to the insane, he simply observes. And in that silence, the manipulator begins to reveal themselves. Question 2. Don't you trust me? This question preys on your empathy. It's not a request, it's emotional blackmail disguised as sincerity. Liars use this to flip the narrative, shifting the focus from their behavior to your doubt. Trust, they imply, is proof of loyalty. But in Stoic philosophy, trust is not blind. It's earned through consistent alignment between word and action. Seneca once wrote, "A liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else." The manipulator asks for trust as a shield, not as a bond. The Stoic, however, does not fear mistrust because his peace does not depend on another's honesty. When someone demands trust, let their actions speak. Let their truth prove itself in silence. The Stoic's answer is not emotional, it's observational. I trust what is proven, not what is promised. Question 3. Why would I lie to you? This question sounds innocent, but it hides arrogance. It's not meant to invite truth, it's meant to create guilt. The manipulator knows that humans crave certainty. We want to believe people mean well, so they weaponize disbelief itself. They make you feel paranoid for noticing deception. Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." The liar depends on your emotional blindness, your refusal to see the contradiction. When they ask this question, they're not proving honesty, they're shaming curiosity. But a Stoic doesn't apologize for awareness. He doesn't beg to believe. He simply looks at patterns. Words can lie, but consistency never does. When you feel the sting of this question, breathe. Don't argue. Don't explain. Let reality speak louder than denial. The Stoic trusts evidence, not ego. Question 4. Can't you just let it go? The manipulator's 4th question is the plea for comfort, not yours, but theirs. It's the voice of someone who wants forgiveness without accountability. They want you to forget the wound before it heals. They don't seek peace, they seek escape. Seneca warned, "He who does wrong shall suffer wrong." The Stoic understands that letting go is not avoidance, it's transformation. You can release bitterness without releasing truth. Forgiveness without awareness is submission. The manipulator frames closure as your moral duty, but it's only peace when both sides honor truth. The Stoic's response is patient and grounded. I will let go when I understand, not when you're uncomfortable. Silence is power, but denial is weakness. The moment you stop accepting premature peace, you rise above manipulation. Question 5. Why are you making this such a big deal? This final question minimizes reality. It's how liars protect themselves from consequence. They try to shrink the gravity of their actions to make your clarity seem excessive. It's the strategy of dismissal. Epictetus taught, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about things. The manipulator abuses this truth, convincing you that you are the problem for caring, but the Stoic interprets it differently. Your emotional control doesn't mean indifference, it means strength. When someone tells you it's not a big deal, ask yourself, if it wasn't, why lie in the first place? The Stoic's response isn't loud. It's a gaze that says, I see everything. The manipulator's comfort is irrelevant to your integrity. To the Stoic, truth doesn't depend on how others feel about it. It simply is. Imagine standing in a storm while everyone else runs for shelter. Wind howls, rain lashes, and voices scream in confusion. Yet you stand still, composed, watching. That's the Stoic state in a world of manipulation. The liar feeds off reaction, but you offer none. They demand energy, and you give silence. This is not weakness, it's mastery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. You control perception, not their deception. Every moment you remain unprovoked, you weaken their grip. The Stoic mind is not cold, it's disciplined. It sees truth without panic, emotion without drowning. You don't control lies, but you control how deeply they cut. You can't silence deception in others, but you can cultivate stillness so profound that their words lose weight. In the chaos of manipulation, the Stoic becomes the unmoved mountain, unshakable, aware, and free. Every liar seeks control, not truth. But the Stoic knows control begins within. The 5 questions they ask are not random. They're tools of power built on your need for validation. Why are you overreacting? Don't you trust me? Why would I lie? Can't you let it go? Why make it a big deal? Each one tests your emotional stability. The world will always be full of these traps, but you are not required to step into them. The Stoic path is simple. See clearly, act justly, remain calm. When you master your responses, no liar can master you. You are not defined by manipulation, but by your discipline in the face of it. If this message resonated with you, like the video and subscribe. Comment below. I choose clarity. And remember, stay grounded, stay aware, stay stoic.